Welcome, everybody, to tonight's Gubat Banwa stream. This is the third session of our adventures in the Sword Isles, the world and TTRPG created by Makapatag, or Joaquin Saavedra, an incredible, brilliant writer, game designer, etc. I've been reading his Princess Murders the Hero's second arc right now. Free book online in the world of the Sword Isles, and I've been having so much fun with it. I've not read enough fantasy lately, and that's really scratched the right itch for everything. Our player today will be Timmie Slimmie. So, Timmie, who are you and who are you playing tonight?
Hi, I'm Timmie. And I am the moderator in Jolie CL's channel. Woo!
Woo! Yes! MVP. For real.
And I will be playing a character known as the Devil Eye, or that's what at least what people call him.
Mm,
But yeah, their pronouns are they, he. My pronouns depends, they vary.
for sure,
But
for sure.
yes,
Varies moment to moment. We dig it. So, tell us about your War Speaker character.
my war speaker is a Kamikam from Nerakihon of Apambukid, and just a boy that believes that he's part of nature's will, and he that's what's keeping him going.
Heck yeah, I love it. So,
Yeah.
that being said, we begin our story in a nation that we have not yet seen in our stream so far. We begin in the ancient historic nation of Apumbukid. Apumbukid in the world of Gubat Banwa is said to be built upon the center of the world, the great mountain that can both climb to the heavens and many areas, portals, etc., that can dig down to the hells. As a result, Apumbukid is very in touch with nature, very in touch with the natural world, very much wants to preserve this state of harmony that humanity keeps with the spirits and animals and beasts and other forces. However, the negative to this aspect is that demons are around, quite
Yeah.
prevalent, actually, compared to uh, many of the other nations. Now, Apumbukid has a mixed relationship with demons because demons, like any of the multitude of peoples within the Sword Isles, have different varieties to them. Some of them are kind of akin to forest spirits who say no to traditions. However, some of them are monstrosities born of atrocities, beings that might be created by negative energy and hatred and manifested as such. Now, the relationship that the people of Narakihon have to demons is sometimes kind of like a pest, because Narakihon, this village that our Kadungganan, our player character for tonight, is from, is connected to a great tree, one that supposedly has paths to the hells, because demons really love to climb out of this tree. And as young demon hunters, you and uh, our NPC, who I'm going to be piloting, are going to be dealing with this demonic threat. So it is a beautiful day in Apumbukid, sitting among the trees, sitting among the foliage, in beautiful wooden houses made by this indigenous Southeast Asian inspired society. Um, Tattoos are very prevalent. This harmony with nature is very important. The rituals, spirituality are very important. And in combat, it's very direct. It's very blunt. Apumbukid, more than the other nations, does not keep captives alive to be tortured or used for labor, but rather just tends to kill them for the sake of, we have a task, we have to protect our land, we have to protect nature, we are going to be very direct about it. Now, among that culture, there are all sorts of oddities, perhaps one of them being yourself. Timmie, can you please introduce your character?
I am Devil Eye, or at least that's what people call me. Basically, an amnesia. One day I woke up in the forest around here. No memories. Just been told that my parents, well, one of my parents was a Diwata, and another was a Busa, supposedly, which is a demon. It's a devil. But, yeah, I'm just kind of here. I can't really do anything about it. I mean, if it's what nature willed, so be it.
Oh my god, so edgy, so angsty, so nonchalant. Uh, Indeed, Devil Eye is a Kamikama cat person. However, they have the blood of a Diwata, a spirit, and a demon. Nature spirit and demon blood is significant to those who have it. Some people having their very limbs become blackened and magical with the power of demons. I believe through you, Devil Eye, it manifests through the way you view the world. Literally, right, in your eyes.
Yes. One eye is green and one eye is red, and they both glow.
Heck yeah, I love it. And as the very serene, very nonchalant Devil Eye is lounging, your fellow demon hunter in training makes herself available, or not available, visible. She is about 5 feet tall. Like you, she is an older, I don't know, but like you, she is an older teenager. I don't know if you are.
I mean, yeah.
Sure. She basically has what is almost like a giant headhunting axe, but the shaft is like large enough to be wielded two-handed. It is mostly blade with a little bit of handle, and she is just whirling it around her head, going, "Ha! Show yourself, demons!" As she's just whirling it around her head. This is Ami, with uh, a light brown skin, dark hair, a kind of purplish hue to her dark eyes, dressed in the traditional Apumbukid fashion. She is of warrior brave ancestry and never forgets to let you know about it.
Devil Eyes already exhausted and drained from what's occurring before him. Um, I don't think that's how you find demons, Ami.
If a warrior is going to make their challenge known, then it is only reasonable for another warrior to make themselves known, right?
But we can't actually kill or fight them unless we could see them disrupting Hyang.
Hyang this, Hyang that. Yes, I understand. Listen, I've been assigned to protect you. I'm ready to lop some heads. You just make sure that they get close enough for me to do so, and I got you covered.
I just stare. I just stare. It's like, okay, okay.
Okay, yeah, great.
I just go back and I climb up a tree and just like chill.
Amazing. You chill as from the shadows, you barely even register that they appeared in your sight. The figure you've been waiting to arrive makes themselves known. This is Timmie, or Elder Diwangga, the Elder of Secrets of Apumbukid, the Master Headtaker, the Avatar of Death, very enigmatic, but duty-focused, and they have a face covered in a bit of a shroud. It is hard to make out any of their features. Hooded, they are very secretive. However, they are carrying two freshly severed heads, which they stuff very quietly into a bag. And they say, "Sorry, I was out on a mission. But you two seem like you haven't been waiting for too long."
Sorry.
All good.
Devil Eye is going to jump down from the tree and say, "Well, with this one right here, I feel like it's been like maybe a year or two. But it's nice to see you're here now.
That's right, time flies when you're having fun. Ha! the the Elder of Secrets does not have very many visible facial expressions with their shroud, but they seem to make the same facial expression that you do.
So, any updates? I point at the heads.
Simply trespassers among sacred ground, not of Apumbukid. The raids are getting more bold from not only Virbanwa, but also Katusan, Akai. These two, I believe, are actually from Bai. Very strange for this supposedly advanced nation to be trotting so carelessly into our territory, but I suppose that's what happens when they have such little respect for tradition.
Agreed. But what could have sparked this growing invasion?
We are in the era of great violence, as you both know. The other elders believe that great war is going to fall upon the entire Sword Isles. No nation is innocent, however, we are the most righteous, as we are not the sword that attacks, but the sword that defends. Defends our lands, defends the center of the world, defends our pillar to heaven.
Agreed. Speaking of which, where are these demons, these Busa?
I believe coming out of the great tree of your village, no?
Yes, that's kind of a given. But I was. We haven't seen them yet.
We haven't, and something to be wary of. That these are demons that I don't believe you nor Ami have properly dealt with. Demons, as you know, can come from violences, atrocities, born of the negative energies. We have gunpowder demons on our hands.
Gunpowder demons?
Yes. Likely born not only of death, but of this rapidly advancing technology, advancing faster than what nature will allow, smoke billowing out of their eyes and mouths.
You can see Devil Eye kind of stand and kind of like shiver a little bit at the word gunpowder, because it's not it's a man-made thing, so it's very alarming.
Indeed. We must keep ourselves steady and careful. I will have other duties to attend to, but you and Ami should be able to handle such fresh demon spawn. Should you not?
I'm still waiting for him to finish his sentence.
They do not speak, so it seems the silence lingers.
Hey, I think I understand. I walk back to my spot on the tree and tell Ami to stay quiet, please.
Why?
I'm gonna take a nap.
She groans and walks off into the village.
That noisy one gets on my nerves.
You feel the unmistakable lingering presence of Timmie Diwangga for a little bit longer. And you only notice they're gone, not because they vanish from sight, but because their heavy presence of death vanishes. And you are alone.
Well, I take in the nature of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Describe what I see.
The sunlight poking through the trees is often known to be one of the more picturesque aspects of Nerakihon. The often dark forests, just because of the amount of foliage, keep things quite clouded, quite dim. However, if you catch just the right spot of sunlight, you are happy as a cat taking a nap in it. Now,
It's mildly racist, but yes.
yes, indeed. Now, it seems like you have a little bit of time before these demons start to appear, as demons often tend to appear at night, especially the minor Yawa that it sounds like these are. So, let's go ahead and enter our downtime phase, which is not
Indeed.
something we did for Tony's, because he wasn't really so much exploring a town.
True.
But we'll give him a chance to, and now let's give Devil Eye a chance for a downtime phase. So you have the chance to mingle if you want to meet people. You can go to the market if you want some cool items. You can go hunting. You can talk in the town, etc. So that is all on page 50 of the doc. Or if you just say what you want to do, I can find whichever one is most relevant.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go into the town and just look at the markets.
Okay, great. So, if you are looking for a boon for your next combat, you're going to roll one of your alignment stats. You can justify whichever one makes the most sense to you, and you're looking for at least one success. If you get more, even better.
Okay. I'm just going to go to whoever looks like they're the most eager to sell their stuff. So I guess that's kind of like a water thing.
Yeah, if you want to try and determine who might be most willing to barter and trade with you, yeah, you can roll water. So roll those. That's your highest stat. So roll 4d10.
Yeah.
You're looking for 6 or higher.
Okay, let's see. Come on, die. Come on, die. Oh, that is one success.
One success.
Perfect.
Okay, so
Perfect.
On 1 to 2 hits, you can choose one thing below. The item, so it's a partial success. So
No.
let's see what we think. The item is not exactly what you thought it would be. The item took a bit more haggling to get. You have to give your debt to somebody else, though I can keep it invisible as to who you give it to. The item took a lot of time. You'll only gain it when you reach your next downtime. The item is dangerous physically, or the item will attract negative attention. What do you think is most appealing to you? Not what you thought it would be. Took more haggling to get. You owe someone your debt. You'll get it next downtime. It's somehow dangerous, or it might have attracted negative attention.
Repeat them again. I see the constantly
Yeah, no problem. You don't get the item you wanted. You owe someone your debt. You get the item next downtime. It takes a while. It's dangerous somehow, or it is viewed unfavorably by society. And if you're not sure still, if you describe what you're looking for, I can find one that makes sense.
I say somewhat dangerous.
Okay, so let's see which items make the most sense here. So
Devil Eye is I can handle that.
Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Let's scroll down. I think it's page 350, where the barter items. We'll find it shortly. There's a section for consumable items in the PDF that I'm just trying to locate. Here we go, consumables. Okay. You are going to get a dangerous consumable. Now, most of these are kind of items like healing potions, etc. Let's give something that is powerful, but specifically hostile. You are going to receive the item. Let's give you the Hornbill Mentala. That is an item that inflicts air vulnerability for 2 turns on 1 fighter within range 2.
Ooh.
So just add that to your inventory. That's the whole description, but all of the consumable items are on page 73. So just add somewhere that you have an item that can inflict air vulnerability for 2 turns on 1 fighter within range 2.
Okay, wait, so air vulnerability.
Yep.
A fighter in range 2.
Heck yeah.
It's whoa.
Pretty good item to get. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you chat with these people and you know, you're kind of from this area. You're not a stranger walking into markets. And Apumbukid, being such a traditionalist society, has not started using currency in gold or anything like that. So, you know, you're able to barter your way through it. Now, I have a question for you. How is Devil Eye treated by their village?
Well, there's some people that are hospitable to Devil Eye, but it gets a lot of stares because of the 2 eyes.
So the shopkeeper looks to you, and you do sense there's not fear, but apprehension, but they do still give you an item that could potentially help in the battles ahead. Awesome.
Why, thank you. I wink.
Yes, of course. They very quickly go on to help out other customers. Other things you could do in downtime, in the meanwhile, you can try and chat with folks, you can try and gain some information, you could have a feast, which is something Mel did. You know, you got options.
A feast?
That's right.
But I had to be alert. Wait, what are the other options again?
You can mingle, which is meet someone you want to meet, or someone that you already know. You can listen to the talk of the town, try and get some information. You can change your discipline, which is not relevant right now, but, you know, there's always an option to change your character's class. You could go hunting if you're hungry.
True.
There is a dance with hearts and thoughts option, which maybe we will or won't do right now, but that's kind of you spend like emotionally intimate time with somebody.
Got it.
Those are kind of the big options. There's healing injuries, there's diving into complications, but I don't think that I don't think we're gonna do that this time. But you know, you got a lot of options for what you want.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards listening on town talk.
Great. So you go around, listen to the town talk. This can also be used to poke your nose somewhere it doesn't belong, or be a fly on the wall for important information. State your method and what you're looking for, and then you're going to roll die. If you want to make this a water roll again, just describe how you are channeling your inner spirituality, your inner wisdom to listen to the talk of the town.
Let me think. I feel like the light just literally just like gonna crawl up onto the roofs and just like walk on the roofs of the entire town just to like listen.
Amazing. So you kind of clamber your way up very easily, and go ahead and roll water for me.
Okay. Oh, that is 2 successes.
2 successes. 2 successes is still a partial success. We aim for 1 to 2 is a partial success, but it's not a failure. You get info, but you attract unwanted attention. Now, what are you trying to get info on? Are you trying to get info on the demons of the town? Are you trying to get info on, like, these possible intruders to your area? Are you trying to get information on what people think of you? What do you think?
I'm mostly just. I'm not. I'm not uh, particularly looking for anything. Just making sure there's any like valuable information being talked about, or
Okay,
just wondering what's out there.
sure. General information. You don't pick up on anything new, but you do pick up on some neighbors who you know are not very big fans of you, talking about how their child suddenly went missing while playing near the great tree, and they don't want to make any assumptions as to who would have made them go missing because it was the daytime, but maybe it's that, and then they catch you lingering on top of higher ground, and then they hurry along with their conversation and exit.
I roll my eyes at them and they go back to the direction I came from.
All right. You convene with Ami, and she goes, "Hey, what's the matter?"
Heard about some kid going missing around the tree.
Okay. That sucks, sure.
That does suck, yes, but a couple of us listening on thought it was me that did it.
I thought it was you. I mean, I can tell them that you've been with me for a good chunk of this time.
No, no, no. Let's not cause a commotion.
Was it Valawag? I've never liked Valawag.
Hey, it wasn't Almug, okay. Anyway, I say we try to find this child.
Okay. Well, it's approaching sunset, so we might as well make our way to the tree now.
Plus, it's close to where the demons should spawn. So, yeah.
Yes, indeed. So you do start making your way towards Narakihon, towards this great, or the center of Narakihon, towards this great tree. It's treated with immense reverence, towering over so much of the town, but it is also very much treated as the hellmouth that it is. It leads down and up to areas unknown, but it's the roots of the thing that are treated with both reverence and caution. Now, as night falls, things are starting to look much more ominous. The night air is dead silent. Not irregular for Apumbukid. The people of your civilization tend to be quite fond of the quiet. But it also means it'll be easy to pick up on the sound of demons if they make themselves visible.
I see, indeed. I'm scouring the premises to see if I can find traces of the kid.
Absolutely. Do you want to roll water again?
That's one success. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, it's a 10. Two successes.
Okay.
Oh.
Still a partial success, but...
Okay.
Which means you hear something, but it's not the kid. As you hear unmistakably a kind of a freewheeling and wild laugh, which you feel familiar enough with.
Who's there? Oh, sorry.
You're okay.
Go.
It's coming from maybe about 60 feet away. It seems likely that these are the gunpowder demons that you were told to handle.
Oh. This is good.
Just say the word, and I'm gonna rush in with my axe.
We're not going in yet. I'm gonna try to track down and like trace like where their positions could be right now.
Okay, roll water again, please.
That is 2 6. Wait, no, 1 success.
Partial success. Good news, you spotted them. Bad news,
Oh.
they spotted you.
Oh.
You do indeed see these gunpowder demons. They are small figures whose bodies seem to be made of coal and fire, couldn't be more than 3 feet tall. However, smoke billows from their eyes and mouths as they cackle, and more disturbingly, there is a stomping sound following them. It seems an ogre demon has made their way onto the battlefield. As the trees rustle and shake, this almost 14-foot tall, very muscular, blue-skinned woman in a loincloth and top, having a giant
Mommy?
tree trunk
Sorry.
lifted over her shoulder. Mommy? Sorry. You wanted a hot demon. You got 3. 2 literally,
Beautiful.
and 1 giant ogre demon. And
Beautiful.
guess what? You found your quarry. We are entering combat. Now, I think the best way for you to command where your character goes is just to look at the stream where I have everything pulled up, and you just tell me what you want Devil Eye to do, and we will make it happen. So just keep that open somewhere.
Gotcha. All right.
Now, question for you. Do you want you or Ami to go first in the order?
I think Ami should go first. It's in her character.
All right. All right. That is technically optimal with how Gubat Banwa works, having the Sentinel go first. But
yes.
Regardless, we go ahead and dive in. Let's see if this music track works. Into combat. So, the first one to go in the order is actually going to be the Ogre Demon. Actually, hold on. The enemies can... The Ogre Demon would not be able to really get anywhere because it's blocked by the Gunpowder Demons, so
okay.
Let's have the Gunpowder Demons go first. And I think that also makes sense. They're in the front. They are much quicker. They are much more lithe and speedy. So, let's roll for what the Gunpowder Demons are going to do. Welcome to combat, everybody! Let's kick things off. The Gunpowder Demon is going to stride and then take the Devil Pistol stance. When attacked or a fighter moves into an adjacent square, they can rush one and attack. So, when they are attacked or when a fighter moves onto an adjacent square, they are going to attack. So, this Gunpowder Demon is just going to plant themselves in front of you and go and just emit smoke from their mouth.
Jesus. Oh wait, so I mean, who's Jesus? A pale king, duh.
Oh, famously, yes. You know, Jesus, very common name by the Virbanwan people. I guess their equivalent of their god would be Makagahum, who is the big scary 3-headed figure. So, Devil Eye, you see Ami go ahead and take her turn. Let me shuffle on down to the Murder Glaive, which is a Virbanwan class, but there aren't any sentinels in Apumbukid, and I wanted to make sure you had a good guard. So, she begins combat in her defensive stance, in her Makayao Mahakala stance. So she loses 1 movement. However, she's going to gain murder charge every time she is attacked. So she is going to move first, going boom, boom here. Being on the other side of the demon, she is going to gain flanking, and she gets to roll 1 extra die when she makes melee attacks.
That is literally insane.
Yeah, right. Let's see what she's going to do.
So sick.
Yeah, right. Um, let's see. Speed down. Ooh, does the gunpowder demon attack with brave? I think she might. It is a faith attack. Darn. Okay, what about Scarlet Edge of Love? Oh, interesting.
Love.
Okay. So, oh, but that doesn't gain flanking. She wants flanking. I'm torn. Okay. Here's what she's going to do. She has 2 actions left. She is going to go ahead and honor her bodyguard proclivities to you. She is going to go ahead and do Scarlet Edge of Love. She is going to summon the Scarlet Blade, a ranged Earth Faith attack. And she's going to use 1 beat to make it into an area Earth Faith attack versus all enemies in Burst 2, which does connect with both of the Gunpowder Demons, and I believe Burst 2 also narrowly connects with the Giant Demon as well. So she is going to take her giant headtaker's axe. It is going to glow with scarlet energy and say, "The battle begins! Rejoice in the glory of combat!" Spins the axe above her head, and she is going to make her attacks against these enemies.
Oh, I love her.
And if she hits, they are provoked to her and cannot target you unless they also target her. So, she only got 1 hit, which is not great.
Oh. You win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
You know.
Let's see. Gunpowder Demon takes the hit, though. Other Gunpowder Demon does not. The Ogre Demon would take the hit if they weren't resistant to Earth.
Oh, great.
So, the closest Gunpowder Demon is provoked to Ami and cannot attack anyone else and does take 1 point of damage. She goes, "All right, lesson learned. Maybe next time I take advantage of the pincer attack. But, hey, you know, we might as well give it a try." It is the other Gunpowder Demon's turn. This Gunpowder Demon, let's see. Oh, actually, hold on.
Oh.
The Gunpowder Demon took a defensive stance and is going to counterattack Ami by inflicting violence on her.
Oh. Ami, don't die.
That is 3. We'll see. That is 3 successes. It's a faith attack. Her resistance is lower than her posture, so... Okay, she is going to be taking 2 damage. Unless she's resistant to this element. What's her mask element again? Her mask element is water. So that is not indeed the element of the Gunpowder Demon. So she is going to take 2 damage. So she's now down to 14 hit points. But she gains 1 murder charge. That's her turn.
Great. Okay.
Let's see what the other Gunpowder Demon does. I rolled a 2. I think that's the same thing. Come on, demons, do something active. Yeah, damn it. So this demon is going to go here and take on the Devil Pistol stance, so do the same thing. If a fighter moves into an adjacent square, then they can attack. Inflict 1 hit on the adjacent fighter, so Ami actually is down to 13 hit points. Alright, Devil-Eye, it's your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to make it so that they're going to have -1 die to their attack teeth.
Great.
Arasigla. And then I'm going to... Let's see. I'm going to use my sword mantra. And I'm going to make it a fire attack.
Ooh.
At the Gunpowder Demon.
Alright, so you can make a fire attack at the Gunpowder Demon for sure. At the one right next to you, or the one above Ami?
The one right next to me.
Go for it. So go ahead and roll your hit.
Yeah, sure do. Okay, that is still just 40-10.
I believe 4, yep.
Yep. That's with 2 successes.
2
Wait,
successes.
3 successes. Wait, no,
Three-
2.
Okay. Did you get a 10 or anything?
I did not get. I got a 6 and a 7, but my brain saw the 5 and said 6, so
Darn.
it's fine. Yeah.
So, good news is you did deal 2 hits. Bad news is they are resistant to fire, so you only dealt 1 hit.
You see, I thought ignite it. I don't know. No.
Unfortunately, the being made of fire does resist fire.
It's made of fire? I thought it was made of gunpowder.
Made of fire-y stuff. It's like emitting smoke and cold.
Oh,
etc.
you see, my mind was that I was gonna ignite it and it would explode on itself.
That would have been sick. That would have been sick.
Yeah,
But no, it does seem to be a little bit resistant to fire. But you inflict bleed on it, right?
Yes, I do.
Mantra? Okay. So it'll take 1 damage whenever it moves, whether it is forcibly or otherwise.
And then I'm going to use my butterfly word style, my atas. I'm gonna flutter my fan in general direction and command it to move 2 spaces down.
All right. The gunpowder demon is launched downwards. Now, paint a picture. You are a war speaker, and words are very powerful for you. What does it look like when you cast magic?
Well, it says that I uttered a toss when I use butterfly word style.
Cool. So you're decode Persona 4, basically.
Yes.
Yes, just waving a big fan around very elegantly. Hell yeah, we love to see it. All right, so the gunpowder demon takes 2 damage because they're bleeding, right? Yeah. 1 from your push and 1 from the bleed because you're a war speaker and you're good at that stuff. They've taken 3 damage so far, and you have 1 more action.
I have 1 more action. All right, I do. You're so right. You're so right.
Or you could have promoted your butterfly words to have the effect where it pushes 2 people.
You're right. I forgot about that. Wait. Oh. Wait. 2 spiders. Okay, then I will use that again. Then yes.
All right.
I will use a beat to move the other one to back towards the ogre.
Okay. So you shove this one, and it takes 1 damage. Gunpowder Demon 2 has taken 1 damage as well. Very nice. And you also completely fucked with their whole devil pistol stance where they take opportunity attacks on people.
I was not gonna let that happen. I was like, no.
Nice.
Please.
Oh, just war speaker stuff.
Yes.
Sick. All right. It is now the ogre demon's turn. The ogre demon. That's a 10. Sorry, that's a 1. Stride, leap, inflict violence. So that makes sense, because there's a gunpowder demon in the way. The ogre demon, this giant blue woman wielding a tree trunk as if it was a club, takes a big jump and boom, lands next to Ami. She is going to do her inflict violence heaven pillar. Strike down with a colossal weapon, area earth bravery attack versus all enemies in line 3. Not able to connect with you because the line has to emit from her.
Thank God.
She literally cannot attack you because of the way the battlefield is laid out right now, so she's going to attack Ami.
I'm weak to earth, so I'm very happy about that.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. Maybe keep her away from you.
Yeah.
Good news is, though, that she's only going to roll 3 dice to attack. And Ami has, because this is a
Oh wait, don't forget. Now that the ogre is within 2, it's -1 attack die.
Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah.
Wow, just war speaker.
War speaker.
Yeah, I mean, hey, defensive stance at the start of combat makes a lot of sense. 2 hits versus 1 defend. So Ami is going to take 1 damage, which is okay. She's going to gain more murder charge. Though she is down to 12 hit points. And that is the ogre demon's turn. Now, it is now the open slot. Would you like you to go, or would you like Ami to go right now?
I'd like to go.
Great, go for it.
I would like to use my sword mantra on the ogre and be like, okay, let's try this again and try to cast fire. a fire sword mantra
Okay.
onto the boat.
Okay, so go ahead and roll your attack die, your d10s.
Indeed, I will. Please don't be resistant. Please don't be resistant. Oh. That is 2 successes.
It's actually 3 because their weakness is fire. Now, you got very lucky too, because normally the ogre demon has 5 posture, meaning against bravery they're very strong. Which is why you and Ami are a good team, because Murderglaives attack with faith, not bravery. However, it rolled 0 successes, so it takes the full 3 damage,
Beautiful.
and it is bleeded. So for 2 turns, it takes damage when moving or forcibly moved.
Then I will then, I'm going to use my butterfly word style again. Start chanting a toss, so it can get away from us, please.
All right.
And I push it away.
Absolutely. You're going to shove it.
2.
Yep, over there.
Boop. Yeah. 2. Yeah.
You chant and you swirl your fan around as the magical power of your words and your spells just boom shoves her away from you. She takes 2 damage as a result.
Perfect. Okay, I'm also gonna spend another beat to use it again on the one right next to her, so I can keep them back a little bit.
Okay. All right, so you're doing it twice. You're going to shove this one 3 back as well. Oh, do you have the range for that? What's the range of a butterfly?
Oh wait. Range 3. Wait. No, that's not range 3.
That one is too far away.
Yeah, it's just one space too far away. Okay.
The other one is not. If you just want.
The other one is not. Sure. I'll shove it downward.
Okay. You shove it 1, 2, 3 downwards. It also has bleed, so it's gonna take 2 damage now. Oof.
Thank God.
All right, so things are not looking great for the demons right now. Just on the first turn. Now, demons have a few traits, and you know this as a demon hunter. These are exclusive abilities specific to demonic enemies. They have an ability called Reckless Violence, so at turn 2 and beyond, they start to fester. They gain an attack die on all of their attacks. So this goes, the longer and longer the combat goes, they are going to get stronger. So that's kind of why battles of attrition against demons can be so scary. They do also... Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, I have a question. Does the aura that I emit, is it still there, or is it I have to cast it every single turn to like not lose it?
You choose which one it is at the top of every turn, but it is always active.
It's always active. Okay, got
it.
Perfect. Okay, good.
But now demons also have another ability called Violent Devil God, which can only be done when there are 3 demons on the battlefield, which there are. The Gunpowder Demon that got shoved all the way away from you slams into the skull of a titan, and then it starts to bubble and emit into smoke. The Gunpowder Demon vanishes. The other Gunpowder Demon starts to cackle at the foot of the Ogre Demon before the Ogre Demon slams a hand down on it, hoists it up, and swallows it. The smoke from the other Gunpowder Demon enters its mouth.
What?
When there are 3 demons remaining, they can become a Violent Devil God.
They fuse?
They fuse.
What is this, Xenoblade?
Yes! Yes, it is. Ouroboros! The demon has become a Violent Devil God at this point. It combines the remaining HP of the demons, can use any actions that their components can use, and they gain infinite range on all of their abilities. It is going to use the Ogre Demon as a base, so let's see how much HP it has left. That, plus that, plus that. Okay, I know how much HP it has left. It's using the Ogre Demon as a base, so it maintains the Ogre Demon strengths and weaknesses. The Ogre Demon transforms as erupting from her collarbone, pistols and cannons start to emerge from her. The giant tree trunk she's holding starts to morph as well, becoming a bit of a cannon shape. An extra arm grows from her side, one that is blackened and smoking with fire, and the battle continues.
Okay.
It's the Ogre Demon's turn.
Oh, thank God I saw my aura active. Anyway, let's proceed.
Woohoo! This is the battle that I was waiting for! Alright. I'm going to roll a few dice to see what happens. First, I'm going to roll a die to see which demon it's going to take the cue of. It's going to take the cue of the, let's see. It's going to take the cue of the gunpowder demon. And it is going to... I'm not doing the devil pistol. No, fuck it. Why not? It's doing devil pistol stance again. It runs up. It takes 1 damage because bleed... Actually... No, this is a new creature. It does not have bleed inflicted anymore. Sorry. When attacked or a fighter moves into an adjacent square, consume the stance to rush 1 and inflict 1 hit on the triggering fighter, and then inflict violence. The Ogre Demon stands in front of you in its Violent Devil God form. Alright. Your turn.
Okay, so first, I'm going to be like, hey, remember me? I didn't hit you with the flame of fire or anything. You looked so good, you know. Are you free later tonight? I mean, and then I'm using fast friends on this. So I mark 1 fighter in range 4 until the end of my next fulmination, while marks they suffer a position down and their bravery down.
Okay, alright, so the debuff goes through. Toss down, brave down. Alright.
I'm like winking, like
The demon hesitates. Maybe not for the reasons that you expect, but as your glowing eyes make eye contact with
I'm like...
it hesitates.
Okay.
Alright.
And then I am going to oh God, what do I do here? This is kind of crazy. I'm going to slide it away with butterfly words. Pass again, because why not?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh wait, no. Actually, I take that back.
Or do you want to attack first?
I want to attack first because does not have bleed on it still.
Yep.
So yeah, sword mantra indeed.
All right, it is going to roll its 5 posture to try and defend.
Oh, I forgot. I had to roll.
Ugh, awful, but that's okay.
Yeah, okay. Please work. That is 1 success.
Just 1?
Yeah, but
was it a 10 by any chance?
No.
Unfortunate. It got
still weak to fire, right?
It is still weak to fire, but it got 2 defense. So 2 minus 2 is still 0 damage.
It's fine. I push it away anyway.
You shove it with your words, and it, boom, slams its back into the side of the great tree of Nerakihon, taking 1
Please don't hurt me.
So amazing. Well, with only 1 enemy left, it's going to take its turn. And I'm not allowing it to take any more Devil Pistol stances, because that doesn't do anything against a War Speaker. That's what I'm talking about. Stride, inflict violence, go wild. So the Ogre Demon just, like a colossal tank, just moves back to you all. Cannot get past the defenses of Ami. It is going to do its inflict violence right now. Strike down with a colossal weapon, Earth Bravery attack, which hits everybody on the battlefield because it is a violent devil god.
That hurts me a lot.
So go ahead and roll your posture.
That's 1 less posture, right?
No, it just does 1 extra damage.
One extra.
So you're gonna roll the same amount of dice.
Got it. Okay. Good.
Good.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
Okay.
3, 4. Come on, B. I got 1 success.
1 success. It got 2 successes, so you're gonna take 2 points of damage. As it takes this giant, mutated part cannon, part tree trunk, and boom, slams it into the ground, shaking the entire forest, making fire erupt. Ami got 1 success as well. She is weak to...
Give me a second.
Oh, she's also weak to earth. Both of you guys are weak to earth. Whoops. So she is going to take some damage. Let's see. She got 1 success, so she's going to take 2 damage. So she's down to 10 hit points. Hello, Raiders! What is up? What is up, Anne? What is up, Rosie? Dang! Hello, everybody! Timmie's fighting a violent devil god right now, because, you know, that's what happens sometimes.
But it's blue, ogre, lady, giants. Mommy?
So true.
What? Sorry.
So true. She is mutated, which is a little bit scary, but, you know, that's the way it goes sometimes.
Yes.
All right. It is now... it has one more action. Go wild. Roll a d4. Inflict 1 hit on a number of fighters equal to the result. Oh, and normally that's adjacent, but all effects hit every enemy on the battlefield. So, you know, the violent devil god of it all is kind of happening right now.
Oh.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
just realized this is the first time it's hitting me, though, so that's something.
Oh, that's good. You and Ami both take 4 damage.
Oh, ow, ow, ow!
Ugh.
I am bloody.
Ami's down to 6 hit points. How are you looking?
I'm also down to 6.
All right, so remember that you can surge once per combat and...
True.
Heal by a quarter of your hit points with 1 action. Yeah. All right, it is Ami's turn, and Ami tanks this hit. She slams her bare foot on the ground, and like this wicked smile takes her over her face, and she goes, "I've been waiting for this!" Twirls her axe over her head as she's gained 3 murder charge. She is going to switch.
Right.
She is going to switch her stance. As a murder glaive, she switches from her defensive stance to a... Oh, wait a second. Ami has +1 defense against all attacks when in her defense.
Oh wait, did you do your rolls with the what was it again? Oh, the minus brave.
Oh, is that still happening? Well, it's not in 2 range though, is it? Oh wait, but you gave it the effect. Give yourself 1 HP back. Give yourself 1 HP.
1 HP back. Okay. Okay, that's something. That's something.
I'm gonna give Ami 3 HP back because she should have 1 defend on all attacks. That's my bad. Okay. That's kind of the whole point of Murder Glaive. They have 4 less HP than other enemies. So Ami is going to go ahead and enter her Kalakatri stance. Wicked grin, burning eyes, razor weapons. While in this aspect, whenever she makes a melee attack, she can consume murder charges to turn misses into true hits, and she gets +1 speed.
So broken.
Yep. Murder glaives are crazy. Oh man. So she has 2... No, she has 3 actions. Is she gonna surge? Surging will recover 4 HP. She could do that and basically get back to full.
It does do a lot of damage every turn. The ogre, I mean.
Yeah. Let's see. She is... Oh, here we go. Sinful Blade. Melee faith attack versus an adjacent fighter. Inflicting provoke. +1 beat to inflict speed down. +1 beat to inflict brave down. Let's stack those debuffs.
Okay.
Ami's not going to take her time to heal. Instead, she just takes her giant head taker's axe and cuts it across the knees of the ogre demon. And because it's a faith attack, ogre demon is only defending with 3 dice versus her 4. Let's see how this does.
Come on.
Hit. Only 1 guard, and she is going to, realizing that this thing is weak to are resistant to earth, she is going to choose to make her attack air. So she deals neutral damage. She deals 1 successful hit against the ogre demon, who is still looking pretty hardy at this point, but Brave Down is now inflicted for 2 turns. Which basically just means it maintains now.
Beautiful.
Great.
Okay.
Ogre demon's
So
turn.
Oh.
Again. Actually, hold on. Inflicting speed down is kind of pointless on the ogre demon, so no, Ami will surge. She'll just take a deep
Okay.
inhale and heal up a little bit.
Got this, Ami.
How you feeling back there, Devil Eye?
Could be worse.
Yeah, could do this all night, right? Just might as well bring on 3 more of them. Bring your buddies, okay?
And you shut up.
The ogre demon is going to act as the it's going to act as the gunpowder demon again. I am not allowing it to take that stance again. Even when it rolls the number for it. Okay. What the hell? Judas Silver is the ability that it uses. Throw a silver coin to a square in range 4, and then another within range 5 to 7, and another in range 7 to 8. Shoot the first coin. Draw a straight line from the gun demon to the first coin, then the first to the second, and the second to the third. Inflict 1 hit on every enemy whose square is touched by the lines. The coins stay for the rest of violence. Okay. We're going to count this as 2 true hits, as the... so both you and Ami just take a flat 2 damage.
Okay.
As the violent devil god, taking both the form of the ogre demon and the gunpowder demons, just vomits coins onto the ground. The guns coming out of its collarbone fire into the coins, would start ricocheting around you. Each take 2 damage.
Okay.
All right, it can be your turn or Ami's turn now. Actually, hold on. The new order should actually probably just be you, Ami, because there's only 1 enemy. Take your turn.
True. Okay. I was going to say me next anyway.
For
So
sure.
I'm going to move 1 space towards Ami.
Okay.
And then so I can be in range of, the burst 2. Oh, wait. Yeah. Burst 2. Ara Sigla. So -1 dice to their attack.
Okay.
Cool. And then I'm going to...
Damn.
What does this say? I'm going to then utter a mocking phrase this time, and I can change it to fire.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, it has to be in a range. Wait, yeah, it is range. Right, we're good. And I can inflict voke on them. Oh wait. Oh, I read that
Provoke
wrong.
might
Okay,
not
I'm
do
not.
a lot also
I'm-
because it's attacking
yeah,
every
I'm
enemy
not.
on the battlefield.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do mocking phrase.
You are okay.
I'm doing the sword mantra again. Sword mantra fire. Of course.
Nice.
Yeah, so let's make a slashing motion as my fan has like fire blade kind of manifest around it.
Nice. God, it's rolling terrible on these defense despite having 5 died. 0 defense.
Perfect. And I get. So do I roll 1 more then?
No, it just takes 1 more damage.
It takes 1 more damage. Okay, right. I need to remember that.
All good.
I got 2 successes.
Okay, so it takes 3
Oh.
damage.
And now, after that, I get to use butterfly words on it.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Boom. You shove it backwards. It takes 2 more damage.
Back down.
Gunpowder Demon still has a lot of HP. Or, excuse me, the Violent Devil God still has a lot of HP, which is starting to look a little bit terrifying.
Oh, I just realized I should have... What if I... Can I take back that action? Wait.
Oh, yeah, what were you trying to do?
Okay. I want to actually use Fey Buddha Glossalia
okay.
Karikatan on it. So then I'm going to use another beat to stun it instead of daze.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so I'll give it the 2 HP back, and it now has daze for, until both you and Ami go again, meaning it only gets 2 actions.
So I directed its attention towards my fan,
Stun, rather. Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to, and it's going to like flash, like basically like a flash bang. It when it
Nice.
looks into the fan.
Roars at you. It is going to act as the ogre demon, but it does have one less action. Let's see what it does. That's an 8 stride brute stance. Okay, so
I'm on 5 HP.
It doesn't. Yes. Oh man, it's looking rough. It does not. It is going to take on the brute stance until the end of the next turn. While in the stance, it gains stability 2, and every attack gives 1 charge. Can spend X charges to inflict extra
You're
hits
kidding.
on the attack.
You're
Actually,
kidding.
you know what? I'm conflicted. Is it going to brute stance, or is it just going to try to attack all of you? When conflicted, roll for it. It's going to brute stance.
Okay.
So every time it's attacked, it's going to gain charge, which it can expend to deal a bunch of hits.
Oh,
Things are not looking so good.
not really. No.
No, indeed.
At least it's stunned for once.
Yes, indeed. However, luckily, at this moment, you see a whirling attack coming from the shadows, as it seems like a head-taker axe has slashed across the demon. It seems like, if not literally Timmie the Timmie, it is one of their allies. So the ogre demon does gain 1 charge, but it's taken a little bit more damage. It seems like the people of the village are starting to get... your attack is drawing the attention of the people of the village. The ogre demon is still vicious, though, and it's entered this defensive stance. Let me just go ahead and double check what stability does. Stability.
Help.
Cannot be forcibly moved unless they choose to be. Oh, which sucks for you, unfortunately.
Oh my god!
It's only stable for 2 turns, though, which now, you know, will not last forever. You've got other shit you can do in the meantime.
Yeah, we're good.
Rough. Ami's like, I guess I'm just gonna keep attacking it. She is going to right. I think she's going to do the same deal. She's gonna Sinful Blade to try and inflict those statuses on it. Let's see. So let's go ahead and roll her attack versus this thing's faith. Only 3 faith for it. 2.
My palms are sweaty.
Yeah. Knees weak. Oh, okay. She did get a 10.
Okay.
What a... Are you chanting to... Is your chant -1 attack tooth right now?
It's -1 attack.
Okay,
Dice,
just checking. Okay, so she deals 1 damage to... Actually, she's going to start converting Murder Charge to deal extra damage. So she is going to deal 3 damage to the Violent Devil God, and she is going to inflict some statuses. She is going to inflict Brave Down, and then she is just going to defend, thus gaining 1 defend. For the first time you have ever seen her do this, Ami is taking a defensive stance, as she's, don't worry, I was brought on to protect you, and I will. Once again, the Violent Devil God goes. It is at less than half hit points by a decent margin. It has gained 2 charge, and it cannot be forcibly moved. So I think it might just do that. Let's hope it rolls for something silly. Let's see what it does. It's going to act as the Gunpowder Demon. It did not get the stupid stance. It got a Faith attack versus all targets. This is a fire element attack. So go ahead
That's
and...
my mask. That's my mask.
Oh, okay. So you get... it's going to do 1 less damage to you. Roll resistance.
Okay, roll resistance. Resistance is 3 die. Okay.
Never mind. Nothing happened. It rolled
Nothing
It
happened?
rolled no hits.
Perfect. Wonderful.
All right. Your turn again. Its stability ticks down, and it loses the -1 attack that Ami inflicted on it.
I'm going to use fast friends again. Like, I'm sorry about hitting you that time. That was all her idea. You say I'm one of you guys. I point to my eye. Like, isn't that crazy that we meet here on this very day or night? It's the nighttime, right? You probably had a long day, like I have. I mean, I've been stuck with her. I mean,
I'm stuck with her too. I will rid both of us of her.
Anyways, please don't hurt us. I'm just trying to, have a nice day, have a nice night.
All right, so you successfully flirt with the giant demon. You have 2 more actions.
Yes. Okay, great. Okay, and that is bravery and
Posture. Yep.
Posture. Thank you. Posture down for that. And now I will actually do my surge, trying to calm myself.
Okay. Yep. You heal by 3.
You got this. Okay. Okay, I'm back to 8 HP.
Nice.
So I'm not on the verge of death again.
Very
Great.
good.
And then I'm going to do my sword mantra again. Fire.
Nice.
Try to get a good hit in.
All right. Also, because it's going so many times, its stability is ticking down really quickly, so it's going to lose stability very soon.
Good.
So go ahead and roll your attack. It's going to roll its d8s for defend, which is a lot, but you found its weakness. Ugh, 3 defends. How'd you do?
I got a 10. I got a 10 and a 7. Okay.
Okay.
So that's like 3 hits, right?
4 because you hit the weakness. 4. So it's still it deals 1 damage.
Okay.
And
oh my god.
It is now bleeding for 2 turns.
Oh.
And it's about to lose stability, so you can start shoving it again.
Oh, thank God. What a turn! What a turn!
What a turn indeed.
Is that all 3 of my actions? No.
No, you have 1 more.
One
if you
more.
want to take a defensive stance and just gain +1 defend against all attacks, you can do that. Because you don't need to.
Oh, I can do that? Oh.
Yeah, any character, which is what Ami just did, can just defend and get +1 defense.
Got it. Okay. So then I'm also going to take a defensive stance then, and try to prep myself for any knocking, like rattle. Ew.
Yeah. I think that might be the strat here. Ogre Demon rolled a 3, which is going to first inflict violence, so both of you go ahead and roll posture, because this is its physical attack.
So I get 1 extra die, right?
It deals 1 less damage. No need.
1 less damage.
No need to.
Got it.
Yep.
Perfect.
Oh, whoops.
That is 2 successes, so 3 successes.
Nice. It got 1 success. You're weak to earth, so it's 2. Does that deal any damage to you?
Still no.
Doesn't deal any damage to Ami either. However, it is going to use the charge that it gained from its stance.
No.
So it is now... it's now going to deal 2 damage to you. And... let's see. And 1
Right now? Oh.
Yeah, because all of the attacks that you've been dealing it have been making her chest and her upper body like swell with power before she slams this giant pillar into the ground, which makes it the ground explode with even more fire. Ami is down to, because she did that big heal, and I gave her a little bit of HP back because she should have been taking 1 less damage the whole time. She is down to 9 hit points.
Okay. Okay.
How you doing, Devil Eye?
We're working on it.
I think it's almost down. She's just going to go ahead and do the same deal, and she wants to put all her murder charge on this thing because it's looking nasty. So she's going to roll 4d10s. Boop, boop.
Also, it had -1 attack die anyway. By the way, I forgot to add that part.
Yeah, it did. That's
Yeah,
the way.
yeah.
That debuff has been the way y'all have been surviving and attacking the whole
Yeah.
battlefield, basically.
Yeah.
Okay,
God.
Ami crit. That's what we like to see.
Oh, let's go.
3
Okay.
successes. The demon got 2
Oh.
defends, but she is going to use all of her remaining murder charge to make it 5 hits.
Let's go.
So the ogre demon, or what remains of it, takes 3 points of damage as all of this darkness from Ami coalesces into her axe, which she flashes upwards across the abdomen of this giant creature lumbering over all of you. It's looking hurt. Like if we were to quantify how much HP it had left, it would be around 8. So you're doing a good job.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. It has bleed. Ami
Yeah.
is... it's the same effect. Rather than doing Sinful Blade, she is going to Hand of Darkness. Which, pushes the enemy 1, and then she rushes 1 into a square they vacated. So it's going to take 1 extra damage. Forget what I said about the giant slash. She is instead going to concentrate all of her murder charge into her palm and lance it forward like a Hand of Darkness into the ogre, shoving it backwards, dealing 1 extra damage, and rushing into its space. Sorry, I kind of pushed it out of your big aura thing, but you just move closer, no problem.
Yeah, you're good. We're good.
She is going to now defend, and she is going to next just deal 1 damage to the ogre at the cost of 1 damage to herself. Doing her Murder Glaive ability. Her Censor of Purity. So she taunts the thing, "Come on, hit me!" And then she gets slammed by its fist, but also drives her axe into the knuckle that comes down on her. Ogre Demon's looking real hurt.
Okay.
It's gonna take its turn. We're almost... We're doing it.
Oh,
we're getting there.
Come on. Please roll bad.
The violent devil god channels the gun demon within it. Demon Slayer inhaling through the sides of its mouth. Smoke, white smoke coalescing around it. It gains 2 bullets. When making any area attack, it gets +2 attack teeth, which is all of its attacks now. So its next attack is gonna get +2 attack teeth. And it's still festering, so it's still rolling extra die. Y'all gotta get this thing dead fast. It has single-digit HP. It's your turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna use one of my the beats to move closer so I can get it within the 2 range.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I'm going to. What do I do? Do I focus on doing attacks or do I? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Okay. You got this.
So another sword mantra
Okay.
for good measure.
Yep.
Okay.
Go for it. Are you still doing the dropping attack chant?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh well, actually. Oh. Okay. Yes. To be safe. To wait. When the fire starts to formation, members 2 units look slide one. Okay. Actually, I'm going to do my Kuskareya, which when a fighter starts a fulmination and burst 2 of me, inflict slide 1, which means they had to move when they attack.
Oh, so if you keep sticking bleed on it.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's do this. I'm gonna move. Yeah, so yeah, move closer, do that, and then sword. Okay,
Yep.
let's roll for it. Okay, this is a risk, huge risk I'm taking.
Yeah, and it did roll 2 defense.
4 successes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. 2 defense though. It's really wearing down. Bleed is stacked again, so it will take damage when it's moved.
I am going to use my last one to use butterfly word style to move. It's not
Okay.
away from me, but upwards.
Oh, okay.
So it's still within the 2, I think.
Oh, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Very smart. So it's going to take 1 extra damage. This thing is looking real hurt. And guess what? You actually still have 1 action left if you just want to gain a defend.
Well, when I already used all my actions because I used one to move.
But your chanting does not require an action. Your radius
Well,
of 2 burst.
But wait, I thought moving to a different space was an action, is it not?
So, oh, you're right. Sorry.
Okay.
Move,
sorry.
attack, and then, yeah.
Move, yeah.
No, you're right.
Move,
because
attack,
move
attack.
was included there. You do not get the defend this turn, so hopefully it doesn't do anything crazy. How's your HP looking?
I am on 6 HP.
Okay, well, it's going to make its Ogre Demon form attack, is what the die told me. So hopefully nothing crazy. It's going to do. It's going to. Oh, it started its turn in your radius, right? So what happens?
Yes, it moves again.
It's shoved. Takes 1 damage from the bleed. Oh my god! It's on its last legs. I don't want Ami to finish it up, but it might happen as long as you guys don't die.
I'm making it so that it's like I at least someone gets the final blow. I need this thing to die.
It is going to inflict violence, so go ahead and roll your posture. It does not have 1 less attack die while doing it.
Okay.
2 hits.
On,
oh, sorry. Wait, no, these are Ami's defend die. Hold on. Ami's defend die, she got 2 defends. Its attack, it dealt...
I got 2 successes, so...
It dealt 2 hits. You have a weakness to it, so you're going to take 1 damage, and so is she.
Thank God. I'm still alive.
Okay.
Knock on wood.
Ami's at 7. Ami's at 7.
Okay.
She is going to switch stance from her Giga Murder Death whatever stance to her defensive one so that she can gain Murder Charge when she's attacked. Because she's out of Murder Charge. And... she's... You know what she's going to do? She's going to do her best.
Come on, Ami!
She's going to run up to the thing.
Double, I might not like you, but I do.
She is going to do Lance of Darkness. She's going to make it water element to make sure that it ignores the resistance. A crit, 3 hits. The Ogre Demon got 1 defend, which means it takes 2 damage, and it had 2 HP left. So that means Ami is going to finish off the violent.
Let's go!
She raises her axe, seeing finally a weakness. She looks to you, looks to the creature, and says, "Our first trophy." Swings her axe upward, lopping off the head of the violent devil god, which slams into the ground, rolling over to you. The body falls onto its knees, festering with smoke that starts to travel upwards into the canopy. You're all out of combat. However, there's one other thing about demons that you are quite familiar with. When a demon is defeated, it vanishes and inflicts eviscerate on all enemies in the battlefield. You see, as the dark negative energies from the demon start to coalesce in its chest, what do you do? Hide, run, defend? What's the plan?
I say, Ami, get back!
Ah! She bolts. Do you run as well?
Yeah, I jump into a tree, a nearby tree.
All right. So
it backwardly.
you jump into a nearby tree, and she's your buddy, she's your pal, so she is going to do it as well. You all jump into the trunk of a nearby tree. And as you do so, you wait instinctively to hit solid oaken ground beneath you, but instead you plummet. As falling through this tree trunk, it seems you might have found one of the many route pathways of Apumbukid. You and Ami fall for several seconds. She goes, Devil, get on top of me! Just in case we hit the ground, I'll take the hit. I can do it, don't worry.
But wait, what happened again? Sorry.
You are falling through the trunk of a giant tree right now.
I'm falling.
She grabs you and kind of puts herself back first towards the ground so that you do not take the hit.
Oh, okay. Oh.
You don't hit the ground yet, though. It seems like you're still falling. After 5 seconds, 10 seconds.
This is not good. Sir, what I'm trying to like claw at like the nearest like wall, like a bark. I'm trying to like claw into the tree.
Fire check, please.
Fire check? Okay. That is what's sad. But for me, that's it's only 2. Oh,
2 d10s, please.
Oh. Come on. That's 1 success.
1 success, partial success. You grab into the side of the tree, you try and hold on. You can see you're falling so quickly that your claw-like nails start to spark with fire and kinetic energy. You have to yank them back before you realize your nails are about to snap off of your hands. And as the two of you fall, you are finally engulfed in this green light, something that you have not seen happen in any of the route pathways. You and Ami tumble into the daylight, which is strange. As rain falls, you tumble out of a tree, landing you in a strange new environment, one that is significantly less forested than the home you knew. Ami rubs her head after falling out of this tree trunk. Where are we? And Devil Eye looking around. Though you have not left it yet, you are no longer in Apumbukid.
Ami? I don't think we're in Apumbukid anymore.
Are you referencing that play? She runs back to the tree. No, it's okay. We can. She reaches inside, and the giant tree, of slightly unfamiliar, a slightly unfamiliar species of plant, is looking like a normal tree. And she takes her axe and she starts jabbing at the insides of it. Come on! Where are we?
I tried to find where we came from again.
Looking at the tree, it's normal. It's no longer whatever magical tree, whatever magical route path sent you here. And what's worse, looking around, the open ocean, the lack of trees, the humble fishing hovel that seems to be abandoned next to you. You're not in Apumbukid. You have been sent to Gatusan, land of pirates, land of raiders, land of freewheeling wild spirits and fierce warriors, far, far from home.
Ami, I think we're in Gatusan.
Are you a good swimmer? Maybe we can swim back.
No one can swim from Gatusan.
Oh, right. We need a boat. Let's get the boat. Easy. Done.
Not if we get killed first.
And indeed, a lingering storm cloud above you shows that the vicious tides of the seas will not be welcoming to you unless you can find some substantial vessel to take you back to the familiar forests you know. The black thunder clouds echo above you in this unfamiliar land. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
We survived.
Yeah, you survived. You
That
survived.
was
Demons
so
are
close.
scary. Demons are scary.
Dude.
Demons are super duper scary. He was rolling terribly on all those defend die.
Thank God.
All right. Thank you all so much. We have met, at least for now, our final player in this Gubat Banwa anthology with Devil Eye, Timmie's War Speaker. Our plan from here out is to have the player characters and their NPC companions start intersecting with each other, have their stories intersect. So, I can have more than one person on these streams with me at a time. But it'll all be dependent on schedule. This is not like a super planned thing. This is like we're turning up, we're doing the thing, and we'll see what adventure we tune into next.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. I've never run demons before. They're nuts. Timmie, who are you and where can the people find you?
You actually made myself a command earlier today.
Yo, let's go!
Wait, that's the wrong command. I am already failing.
Is it exclamation point
there
Timmie? I'll do it too.
You can follow me on Twitter. Whoa. Buy fans crack because why not?
Heck yeah.
And yeah. Thank you for having me on, Julie.
Of course. Many, many more times ahead. I'm so excited to see how your character elegantly crashes into everyone else.
Yes, elegantly. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
All right. And I have been the Umalagad, the guardian spirit, Julian or Juliciel. I am the why did I say the? I'm a person who streams mostly this game recently. You can also see me on Roll D5, a TTRPG one-off channel where I played this game for the first time. You can check out the Realm Tree audio series, which is the audio series my co-creator and Jamar Thompson and I wrote in 9 months. We wrote 700 pages in 9 months. I'm wearing the t-shirt for it now. And yeah, that's about it. Go ahead and follow if you're not, because trying to spread the good word of this game, trying to spread the good word of Gubat Banwa. Many more streams coming. We might even have more players on, depending on how schedules work. I'm just kind of thinking, like, there's 3 of you, and like, if it consistently happens that only one person is available, I might bring on another regular member of the cast. We'll see. I want it to be someone who I've already gamed with before.
That'd be fun.
It would be fun.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. Thank y'all so much for coming by, and we will catch you on the next adventure. Rejoice in the glory of combat!
Rejoice in the glory of combat!